All right, good Saturday, great selling Saturday, we should say to everyone. Welcome out to the 15 Minutes to Mastery Selling Saturday edition, episode number 192 right here. Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery in to get your Saturday going off on the right foot, man, making sure that you've got the information, inspiration, motivation to move forward, press forward, push on so you can take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level. That's what we're about. And today, Selling Saturday, we know it's all about sale. We know it's all about deals, brand new business. Nothing with existing business should be touched today, because today you should just be focused on getting new business. That's what Saturday is about, right? Everybody tells you that you can only come in on Saturday. So why would you spend Saturday thumbing through old files or existing files? So anyway, today I want to talk to you about relentlessness and what it means to be relentless in sales, in manufactured home sales specific, because that's what we're about here at Manufactured Home Sales Master, right? And the quote for today comes from one of my favorite guys, which is Tim Grover. And for those of you that do not know who Tim Grover is, if you've been living under a rock, Tim Grover was Michael Jordan's personal trainer. Tim Grover was Kobe Bryant's personal trainer, Dwayne Wade, so forth, so on. Now, Tim Grover travels around the country, speaks to companies, speaks to people. He's a guy that goes because he is the authority when it comes to relentlessness, winning. That was one of his other books, right? Also, just getting people to kick butt each and every day. So today, the quote comes from Tim Grover, and it says, "Relentless is about never being satisfied, always striving to be the best, and then getting even better." It's about never being satisfied. Have you ever been called an overachiever? If you have, you may have what is needed inside of you to be relentless, okay? And to win at a whole different level than most people would ever be able to do. But what exactly does it mean to be relentless? Okay. So the dictionary, right? Dictionary.com says that it's an adjective, obviously, right? Relentless is adjective. It's action. It's an action word. Not easing or slackening, maintaining speed, vigor, etc. A relentless barrage of activity, right? Another definition for you right here from Webster's, okay? I'll read that to you as well. Showing or promising no abatement of severity, intensity, strength, or pace. Showing or promising no abatement. No abatement means not getting away from, not going to abandon, right? No abatement of severity, intensity, strength, or pace. Have you ever been told by people, hey, slow down. Hey, why are you in such a rush? Hey, why are you trying to do so much? What comes to mind is if you have ever watched the musical of Hamilton, right? There's a song in there where they talk about how Hamilton just never stopped, right? The guy worked nonstop. He was nonstop, always kept going. And why do you write like you're going out of style? Like it's going out of style. So that type of, if you refer to in that manner by folks, you probably could be relentless. Now, what does it mean to be relentless in sales, right? Or how can we be relentless in sales? Well, that means that you attack everything, like the definition said, right? With veracity. Veracity means voracious, just with unrelentless willingness. You just keep going. You attack everything at a fast pace. Now, some people get that confused and they think chaotic. No, not chaotic. Everything is orchestrated. Everything is managed. You are always in control. You can be relentless. As a matter of fact, in order to be relentless, you must be in control. Because what happens if you're the type of person who just goes, and you're chaotic, all you bring is chaos into your life, into the lives of everyone else around you, that cannot be sustained. That cannot be sustained. At some point in time, boom, you hit a wall. At some point in time, there's going to be issues. There are going to be problems that cannot be overcome in a quick manner. There's always going to be issues. There's always going to be problems. But when you're relentless, it means you are controlled. It's a well thought out and articulated plan of action. It is straight up action all of the time. I go from one task to the next task to the next task. Does it mean you don't take a break? No, that's not what I'm saying either. It just means you are the type of person who gets stuff done, moves at pace, at a very vigorous pace. You want to shoot through things. You want to get through things. You want to move on to the next side, to the other side. Good things come to those who wait, Caesar. That's a whole bunch of BS. All right. I'm telling you right now, business and sales, you can't wait. Oh, we're waiting for this customer to get us this. Oh, we're waiting for the bank to tell us that. Or we're waiting for this contractor to give me bids. Or we're waiting on this and we're waiting on that. If you're waiting, good things do not come for you because, as you know, time kills deals. So you can't be waiting on everybody. You can't be relentless and be waiting. Sorry, it just doesn't go. It doesn't jive. It's like oil and water, okay? Does not go together. But we talk about all the time how we must show empathy. We have to care. We have to be doing everything with the best intention of the client, right? So, Caesar, how can I be relentless? How can I be this go, go, go guy, but at the same time be empathetic? Well, it all comes down to who you are as a person. The empathy part is who you are as a person. It has nothing to do with your work style, okay? Empathy is in here. Empathy comes from within you. That is a characteristic of yours. All right. That's a human characteristic. Relentlessness, remember, is an action. So you can be empathetic. You can slow down at the moments that need to slow down. Empathy is shown with the way that you deal with each and every one of your customers. Empathy is shown with the amount of work that you put in to get better. Empathy is shown by always improving so that you can provide a better buying experience for your customer, so that you can handle your deal flow even better, so that you can be relentless when it comes time to apply that. It starts with empathy, and empathy is within us. But being relentless, being that person that operates at a high pace, at a high volume, that is always getting things done, that is moving on from one task to the next, allows you to move forward and move quickly, move swiftly, so that you can help even more families. If you're sitting in your office and you're saying, well, Caesar, we're here to help families and we're here to help. Well, there's more families to be helped. There's going to be way more families than you can help. So it is important that you be relentless. It is important that you move at a high pace. It's important that you don't stop. We take breaks. I'm not talking about not taking breaks. Don't get my words twisted. What I'm talking about is get the stuff done and get it done now. Get it done today. So that when Saturday rolls around like today, you're not working on files. Saturday is all about new business. If you don't have a customer in front of you, you should be on the phone trying to get one, not working on files. I say that all the time. That's why it's called Selling Saturday. And so that's how you can be relentless in sales and at the same time still show empathy. It's because of the empathy. It's because of your caring nature. It's because of your willingness and want to help families that you're going to be relentless, that you're going to operate in that manner so that you can accomplish those things that Tim Grover described in a person that is relentless, right? Relentless is about never being satisfied, always striving to be the best, and then getting even better than that. Which brings me to my last point for today. Okay. So what are the top 3 methods that we can be relentless in sales? Okay. So first and foremost, it's gonna start by having a burning desire to win in both life and business. A burning desire, okay, where that is what is most important to you, winning in life and in business. Notice I didn't just say business. I'm talking about life and business, because sometimes people think, well, you just want us to work all the time. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is when you're at work, get stuff done. Get as much done, get as much business, get as many families that you help as you can. Stack up as many wins as you can. Are you going 110% in your effort, in your work ethic, or are you just doing what you're comfortable with? Because there's so many other families out there. So you got to have that burning desire to win in life and business. And when you do that in business, now you're winning in life, because now your family, your family and your friends and your community benefit from what you do. Because as I say it all the time, not everyone can show up at their office, folks. Not everybody can show up at their office and say, today I'm going to make $5,000. Today I'm going to make $10,000. Not everybody can do that. Some people are capped at what they can do. You, if you're on the sales floor, are not capped. That's why we get into sales, right? Because we want that uncapped opportunity. So why would you be in sales and then only go half speed or not be relentless? You've got to go. You've got to go, so that way when you leave the office or it's your days off, you can really then win in life with your family. I've said it all the time, and I know my wife's watching, but I said it to my teams throughout the years, and I keep preaching it now to this day. Okay, I love what I did. I loved being in home sales. I love being a manufacturer home sales. I loved it. I loved helping families. And it's because of that love that I had that I kept thinking of how I could do more and help more families. And that's why I transitioned into manufacturer home sales mastery, to help all of you across the country to do what I did at a high level and help more families. That's how I can we impact families all across the country now, as we're traveling all these different states when you think about it. But anyway, to the point at hand, when I was on the sales floor still, when I was selling as a sales manager, general manager, I would always tell people, because they would say, man, you work all the time. Even as a general manager, I was at the office 6 days a week, sometimes 7. Most general managers do not do it, because building up a new location, and it was and you're always building, you're always, like I say, you always have a willingness to keep going and keep pushing forward. So anyway, I would always tell my teams, I love what I do. I have a passion for it. It's my passion. I love it. I spend my time here. Well, but you don't enjoy it. I enjoyed my life. I enjoyed my life. The moments that I had to myself or with my family, I enjoyed those moments. But my family benefited from what I did. They got to experience a whole lot of things while I was at the office. They had the liberties and the freedoms to go and do things that most families don't. They lived a life that most families don't. And as we're building now, we're nowhere near where we were in income before, because we're just building this company, this business. And by the grace of God, we're at the point where right now, man, we're good. If I just kept on pace with what I'm doing right now, we'd be great. And we'd just be taking care of us, and we'll be helping the few people across the country that we help, and we're good. But that's not what this is about. I'm relentless. If I'm in on something, I'm going all in. And that's why we're going nationwide. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is, yes, we spend a whole bunch of time at the office doing what we do. So you might as well make as much income as you possibly can, and your family will benefit from your time, from your investment, from your efforts. And those times that you get to be off and be with them, it's even more rewarding, right? So that's that servant leadership type thing. So you have to have a burning desire to win in life and business in order to be able to be relentless. That's how you can apply relentlessness in sales. The next point to this, right? You have to put in the work daily. Daily. If you're on a day that ends in Y, you got to work. Plain and simple. That's every one of them, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They all end in Y. That means you work on all of them. That also means that every day that ends in Y, you post your ads. Every day that ends in Y. So just write that down. If a day ends in Y, I have to put in the work. Even on your days off. If you want to build something big and strong and do and help people, like I said earlier, you have an opportunity in front of you where you can make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. And if you can live on $80,000 a year, if you can live on $100,000 a year, then what can you do with the other $400,000? How many people's lives can you impact? That's amazing to think of. That's the other reason why we started this company, because we're using Manufacturer Home Sales Mastery and the growth of it to be able to establish a community center back home in San Antonio, Texas, to help the youth, the underprivileged youth, because we can do great things with this. So you have a huge purpose. You have a huge responsibility as well. That's why you've got to be relentless in this. And lastly, you have to understand that you never hit the target. If you're relentless, you never hit the target. And so this quote comes from Tim Grover, right? And I mentioned to you, Tim Grover was Michael Jordan's coach, or personal trainer, I should say. He was Kobe Bryant's personal trainer. And you go back and look at their careers, you look at their lives. You know, Kobe is past, but you hear it, you see it all the time. And you talk about him. The guy was nonstop. Michael Jordan, nonstop. They always wanted to win. There was always more to do. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan left, retired, right? He went and played baseball, came back, won the 3 championships, retired, went into, became an owner of a basketball team and several other businesses. By the way, he's got a fantastic steakhouse in Chicago. If you're ever in Chicago, you need to go to Michael Jordan Steakhouse. Side note. Anyway, Kobe Bryant, the same thing, left basketball and then started going after other things in his life, right? So if you knew about it, he was developing children's, I believe they were children's stories or something. He had a production company and he won awards with that as well. So you never hit the target. You could have said, man, those guys who just retire, live out the rest of their lives and be okay. You never hit the target. I tell my family all the time, if I live to be 100, if I live to be 120, I'm going to be working until I take that last breath. That's just the way it is, because I have that responsibility within me, that sense of responsibility that I need to do as much as I can to help as many people as possible. Because you never hit the target if you're relentless. And if you have that mindset, you have that approach in right now where you're doing what you're doing, sitting where you're sitting, no matter where you're at, anywhere across the country. And if you're in a manufacturing home, if you're in a sales team, if you're a housing consultant, if you're a community manager, if you're a sales leasing agent at a community, and you're thinking, but I'm just a housing consultant. Man, I was just a housing consultant. I was just a housing consultant. So it's not just a housing consultant. You are a housing consultant. You are a community manager. You are a sales and leasing agent. You have the responsibility to keep growing, keep getting better, right? As the quote said, you keep getting better. That means you have to keep improving. You have to keep learning. You do not stop. You can't stop. You won't stop. You keep pushing forward, you keep growing, you keep improving, you keep getting better. And with that, then you start winning more and more and more. And you help the people around you to do more and more and more. And you're going to have those that are going to tell you you're crazy. You're going to have those that are going to cuss you out. You're going to have those that are going to say that you're just too much. And that's okay. That's okay, because those people who think that you're just too much, shouldn't be there in the first place. You can't fly with the eagles when you're surrounded by a bunch of turkeys. Just Bedros Keuilian in his book Man Up refers to everyone in this fashion. He uses this analogy. You're either a fighter jet, right? You're either a fighter jet or you're a oh my gosh. I forgot the name of the other plane. What do you call them? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it right here, man. I apologize for that. But anyways, it's one of those planes. A crop duster. There you go. You're either a fighter jet or you're a crop duster. Which one are you? How do you want to be seen? Do you want to be seen as that fighter jet, sleek, fast, powerful, or do you want to be a crop duster, flying around, dumping a whole bunch of shit out your butt? Sorry, excuse my language. Man, I just get fired up. I get passionate about that. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about helping you. I'm passionate about pouring into you. I'm passionate about helping you get better, go to the next level, and continue to improve. Because together, it's not me doing this. I'm blessed by the grace of God to have the ability to do these things. And that's an even bigger responsibility that I've got. It's not just about the responsibility I feel as a human. It's the responsibility I feel as a spiritual being, as a son of God, that I can do this. So I have to go and do it. And you sitting where you're sitting, no matter where it is across the country, you decided to take on the duties of a housing consultant, community manager, sales leasing agent. You have the responsibility and the skills to be able to help families. That's what you're there for. So get it done. Today is Selling Saturday. Help as many as you can. Don't touch a file today. Commit to yourself not to touch a file. Commit to yourself that if you do not have a customer in front of you, you're going to be on the phones with anybody and everybody who picks up. That you're going to be calling all day, every day, all day today on Saturday to try and help families, because Saturdays, that's what it's about. And commit to improving. Because I started where you're sitting. I started doing what you were doing. And here we are. And there's tons of people doing better than I'm nobody from nowhere, son. I'm nobody from nowhere. Okay? There's people that have done so much more in this industry than I have. But here's the thing. I'm coming for them. I'm coming for them. Not in a way to take them down, but just you're going to see. You'll see as things come along. Year 2, year 3, year 5, year 10. Watch where we're going, because that's what being relentless is all about. Being relentless is about knowing that you never hit the target. You're always getting better. You're always improving. So I challenge you to do that. Take a moment today, this morning, man. I've gone way over. I apologize. I just, some of these topics just get me going, man. I really want to see each and every one of you succeed at a high level, not just succeed, because you can succeed. Succeeding is relevant to whatever you believe succeeding is, right? But I want to see you succeed at a high level. I want to see you helping far beyond the reach of just your very own family. And you can do that in this industry. There's 22 million families that can no longer buy a site-built home right now. They need you. Go get them. Go find them. 22 million. That's a lot. You have a huge responsibility. And so do we here at Manufacturer Home Sales Mastery. And that's why we come in here each and every day. That's why I travel the country. That's why I spend so much time right now building this up, time away from my family, growing it and making it better so that we can help more and more families out there with you, through you. You guys have a great Selling Saturday. And if there's any way that we can help you get to the next level, please reach out to us. All right. go on our website, manufacturerhomesalesmastery.com. You can start by ordering those cards you see scrolling at the bottom, our full house training cards. You can get those on the website. Get yourself some, get them ordered, start putting in the work, start putting in the time. Make yourself better. You deserve it. Your family deserves it. Your community deserves it. Everyone deserves it. You have a huge responsibility. We're in it with you, shoulder to shoulder. It's time to go. Have a great selling Saturday. And as always, I can't wait to meet you.